If you want to start a career as a software engineer and you want to do it fast, this is the right video for you. I'm going to give you the perspective of someone who has interviewed a lot of candidates for the position of software developer. So I can tell you exactly what companies are looking for in today's market. Before we talk about programming language, let me answer a very common question. Can you become a programmer without having a degree? The answer is yes, but if you are young, you are a teenager, you don't work yet, my advice is read a degree in computer science. It's going to give you solid foundation. You will learn possibly more than one programming language, and you will have also the opportunity to start working during an internship. And that's a huge advantage. On the other hand, if you already have a job and all you want to do is change career, my advice is learn one programming language. That's it. Then once you learn the programming language, you can decide to get certified. But I will talk about it later on. Now let's get to the most important question. Which language? The answer is very easy. We just look at the job market. What are the programming languages that have the largest number of positions open right now? If you look at current reports, there are three: JavaScript, Python, and Java. Now that we know the top three, I'm sure you're asking, Marco, which one out of these three? Whatever language you choose, you cannot go wrong, but I'm going to help you a little bit. If you want to do front-end development, the right choice is JavaScript, because JavaScript is what powers the web. All web pages or web applications have some form of JavaScript in them, so that's the right choice. With JavaScript you can also develop mobile applications, some games, and in recent years it's also used for backend. On the other hand, my advice is to choose it exclusively if you want to do front-end development. The other possible choice is Python. Python, in my opinion, is the most versatile, it's easy to learn, it's easy to read, and it can open you the doors to many industries. For instance, if you're interested in machine learning, artificial intelligence, Python is the right choice. If you want to enter into data science, which is programming applied to statistics to learn insights on data, Python is also the right choice. It's used, for instance, also into developing algorithms for high-frequency trading. You can develop web applications. It's used a lot in research. As you can see, there are so many applications with Python, so once again, you cannot go wrong with it. And the last possible option, it's Java. I would personally choose Java if you want to do pure backend development. Despite its use also for IoT, I think the most appealing thing is that Java is used on a lot of enterprise level applications that need to scale to a large number of users, that needs to be distributed across all the worlds, and that's because it's a very mature language with a lot of strong frameworks, tooling, and middleware that can help you deliver this sort of functionality. I also want to add a fourth language, that's Go or Golang, and despite there are less job positions open for it, it's what's powering some of the most important technologies in the cloud space today, like Docker and Kubernetes. So it's something you should watch out for. So now that I gave you 4 options, it's time for you to choose. And you can write me in the comment section below which language you're going to learn in 2023. And this is the end of the video. I was joking, I did not forget, I still have to tell you how you learn this programming language. It's very simple. Software development has been democratized. Nowadays, you find a lot of online courses that are inexpensive and extremely good. They are so good that they can prepare you for an official certification. I'm going to leave them in the description. I will leave you at least one for each programming language. I can also leave you some books, but I think your fastest route to a job is by the online course, because the instructor will make a sterling job at giving you a structured way of learning. You will cover all the topics that matters and you will do it in a fun way. These online courses are usually divided into theoretical lectures where you learn the concept, and then practice where you actually get to code. So that's my advice. There is still one missing piece, which is getting an interview. And that can be more difficult than you imagine. This is a very competitive market, so when you hear stories of people getting a job in few months, you need to ask yourself, what kind of job? If we compare it to the hospitality sector, you could be a reception manager in a one-star hotel, which is different than being a reception manager in the Burj Khalifa. Now, I want you to get the best possible job, so my advice is to get certified. Whatever language you choose, there are certifications for it that they will give you an edge in the screening phase. If you imagine that for a job positions there are 10 applicants, 50, 100, you need to imagine that the recruiter needs to use some objective measure to filter through those candidates, to find those candidates that are worthy of an interview. And I can tell you that the certification is sometimes more valuable than a degree. And the reason is because it proves that at the very least you know the basics of that programming language. So getting certified, it's going to give you a clear edge on the rest of the crowd. And let me give you the last piece of advice. This is still important. Don't forget that the technical skill set, it's only part of the equation. When someone is going to interview, they're going to look at your attitude, your ability to communicate, your ability to handle criticism, because the idea is that you're going to join a team of other software developers. So they want to see if you are a good fit for that team. And this is the end of the video. This time I'm not joking. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you need more info, I'm very happy to help you. You can connect with me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Again, I am leaving you the links in the description. I also ask you to like the video and subscribe if you like this content, because that's going to help me. And I wish you good luck, and hopefully we would be colleagues very soon. See you next time.